Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Excel video 256. I'm Nate Moore. I spent some time this morning helping a group pull collections data from 2011 to the present. Line by line transaction data. It's 1.2 million records, but if you connect to SQL and do it in a pivot table, you can analyze that and get all kinds of detailed information about line item collections data. When you're ready to do the same, I'd love to help you. Last time we went through this format shortcut menu that I don't use much. So we're going to trade in this time. I'm going to show you a shortcut that I use a ton. And I've just got some sample data here just to show you how this works. If I click on this cell A11 and come up and click on this little sum sign, Excel will automatically create the sum function for me, and it'll look up ahead and say, hey, it looks like you need these 10 rows, Nate, and all I've got to do is hit enter and I'm done. I don't think I've typed equals sum in a long time, because it's so much faster to just do this, enter, and I'm done. That's a really powerful shortcut to some things. You can do this, and it just figures out the direction you want to go and adds them for you. There are a couple of other things under this drop down. If you wanted to do average and some of those kind of things, let me show you how it works. If I click over here, and instead of clicking the sum, I click the drop down, it will create the average function for me. And you see how it's looking the wrong direction though, and I kind of got to do like this, and I mean that works. I can come over here, and if this time it's going to look the right direction, and that works. I don't use average, count, max, min as much as I do the sum. I do a ton with the sum because really, if I need these, typically I've got to click here and do it, and I might just type average. This more functions area, what this does is it brings up this function argument screen, which shows you the function arguments for the function you're in, or if you're in a blank cell, it will bring up the insert function window. I can get, instead of doing 2 clicks to bring that up, I can get it in 1 click from here. So this F of X button is usually the way I get the more function window. So the shortcut that I use for sure is just click the sum button. There's another shortcut that does the same thing you might try. Notice when I hover over the sum button, let's see, we got to hover over here so you can see it. See the little pop-up message that says Alt plus equals will do sum. What I can do is, instead of doing this, which works, I can come over here, and instead of using my mouse, if it's faster for you to use the keyboard than the mouse, Alt equals will do the same kind of thing, and I can hit enter. So without even looking for my mouse, I can just Alt equals enter, and that fast. That's another way to sum a group of data. And again, how's Excel figuring out that I want to sum from E1 to E10? It's figuring that, hey, I'm here, and it just assumes that I want these, and it goes up until it finds either the top of my spreadsheet or a blank row, and figures I'm done. If I had rows like this and did the sum thing, or let's just do Alt equals, Excel is going to look around and say, hey, there's nothing above where Nate is, but there is stuff to the left. I'll bet you that's what Nate wants to sum, and it does it for you. So the Alt equals and this little sum button are quick and dirty sum tricks. I haven't typed equal sum in so long I can't remember, because these are so fast. I don't use much of this anymore because there's a faster way to do this, and these I just plain know, and if I'm going to have to type the formula anyway, I don't worry too much about those because I don't do a ton of them. But the Alt equals and the sum button are good shortcuts that'll save you a bunch of time in Excel. Speaking of shortcuts that'll save you a bunch of time in Excel, this guy right here will fill data a bunch of different directions, the series and all this. There's several things we can do there, and that's what we'll do next time. Thanks for watching.